Hi, and welcome to a very interesting episode. So I made it to the end of my day, and today I wanted to show you how I make it through a day when I lack motivation. And this was definitely a day where I lacked motivation, and I take you through the challenge of that. So let's hop into this episode and see how we made it to this point where I feel much more energized and very accomplished with what I got done today. Hi everyone, welcome to Nic With Love. I am Nicole. Welcome to the YouTube channel Nic With Love. So I just got through the end of my day today, and it was a day of really, how can I push to get my life together, because I was not really feeling it and was not motivated, to say the least. Good morning. So I'm gonna have a very slow morning. I want to share with you what a slow morning looks like for me. I'm tired. I have a call today. So I don't know where it's gonna go, but I'm gonna show you how I kind of co-regulate my nervous system to kind of calm it, because I'm a bit anxious right now. Anxious, I'm a bit overwhelmed. I had a very overstimulating day yesterday, and today I want to really focus on bringing it down. So I know it's dark, I know you can't see clearly, but this is real life, okay? I'm not turning a light on because that would overstimulate me. So I'm gonna make my bed up and sit on the floor, and we'll figure out what this slow morning looks like. Stay tuned. Ooh. It's hot. It's hot in here now. It's cold, now it's hot. Let's make the bed up. So I put a top on, and I need to actually cut my hair for today. Winter is not very kind to my hair. It just, it's not happy. I had to push myself to do my hair because I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't feel like it. But I knew that if I didn't do it, I would regret doing it, and it needs to get done in order for me to feel comfortable to record and be on camera. So my hair is done. I'm gonna pull my tarot cards for the morning. Yesterday, the overall energy was about decisions and direction, and how to tune my energy was all about transformation, transition, and liberation. And the outcome of the day was one of release and revelation, and it was actually. So let's pull the cards. Overall energy for today is one of power and perseverance. If that is not the overall energy for today, yeah, it's a day where I really have to persevere. And then how to tune my energy is peace and healing. So slow moving, focus on slow moving, and synergy and gratitude. So collaborative efforts where I don't have to be doing all of the work is how to tune my energy. Let's pull a card. Okay, outcome today. Ooh. Outcome for the day is perception and truth, adjustments or revelations. There we go. I'm gonna go brush my teeth and come back and figure out what to do next. Oh my gosh. One thing that I find when I'm kind of low energy that is helpful is to get some sunlight in. And I'm gonna open the blinds here so the sun comes in. Put some vitamin D in here. Yes. There we go. Sun, water. Drinking water, and also getting into like having sunlight come in are all really helpful in re-energizing, really just kind of grounding. So I realized I hadn't had any water yet, and so I took a swig of my water, opened the blinds, and the sunlight is so beautiful in the morning. Now let's go brush our teeth. One very important thing when your energy is really low is to clean up the area. Like right now I'm like looking at like here. This is where I need to get here. And I'm going to set the timer for 2 minutes and clean up what I can clean up. And if there's things that I don't pick up, I'm just going to stack it and put it somewhere. So I'm going to set a timer for 2 minutes and see how far I can get in cleaning up these areas. Let's go. Real talk here is that I actually went over the 2 minutes because I was like, oh, I had the momentum going to clean up. And so I actually was able to clean up and move things in the right place. There was one thing I'm not really sure where to put it. This one. So now that I'm talking, I know where I'm going to put it. So let's go put it in its place. So now that's put away. You know, I think it's important to be honest and kind of meet yourself where you are, right? So if you recognize like you're overwhelmed and you have areas that need to be clean, set a timer and see if building that momentum up to that 1 minute or that 2 minute mark. Can you see me? So I actually made a plate of food. Where's my plate of food? I made a biscuit. I was impatient. I didn't let it get brown enough, but I have some eggs and some avocado. So I'm still not like in the mood, if I'm being honest. Like I'm not really in the mood for like, I just don't really want to do anything today. You know, if you're just feeling like low energy, like today's a low energy day, make sure that you eat something like a balanced plate of food. So now I'm having some eggs, protein, and avocado, some healthy fat, and drinking water as well. I'm actually drinking my tea, which I kind of prefer to drink than just like standard water. Sometimes having a really good meal can help you just feel better when you're just kind of like, ugh. I'm gonna sit here and eat my food, and then I have like about an hour, almost an hour before my Alchemist and Oracle episode recording session. So we'll continue this day of doing things when I don't have the motivation of doing it and showing you like what I'm doing. So sometimes ask yourself, do you need to eat? Are you hungry? Are you really hungry? Is it because your energy is low because you need to fuel your body? And sometimes it's yes, sometimes it's a no. So for me right now, I'm at the end of my cycle and my period. And so fasting just doesn't make sense for me. So it's like, okay, let's eat a plate of food and see if that can help feed me and fuel me in the way, and go from there. Kind of give me some energy, because my energy was a little bit low a couple days ago, I'm being honest. I'm going to focus on mindfully eating, and I'll see you right before I prep and show you how I kind of get my mind together for that. Not in the mood. So I pulled myself together. I did my hair and everything, and so we have about 30 minutes, a little less than 30 minutes to kind of prep before the call starts. And so the episode that we're talking about is divine truths. Like, what are the divine truths? And so I came up with 3 initially. And I was like, you know what? No, I think there's one that I really want to lean on. And this is the divine truth that God is intelligence. So I was inspired by this book. This is the 7 main aspects of God. And God is intelligence is the 4th main aspect. And so this is by Emmett Fox. This one really leans into this one, which is mental equivalent. If you can figure out what principle can support the mental equivalent around what it is you're seeking to experience in your life, you'll find that sweet spot here, because this book talks about the 7 main aspects of God, and I look at them as the spiritual, like, divine truths. And so for the sake of this episode and this conversation that we're having, it was approaching it from the body. So I speak from the body because I work with the body and the energy of the body, reading into the body. And I want to talk about how God is intelligence. I want to define what intelligence is. I'm going to talk about how this spiritual principle, essentially, it leans into how I see our body's capacity to heal itself. Sorry for the squeaky chair. So I'm gonna sit here because I wrote this down earlier, like last week. So I'm gonna sit here and kind of, also this book too, Be Your Own Healer by Dr. Kim Diarmo. Really, really good book. And it talks about divine healing intelligence, essentially. That innate intelligence that we have access to at any given time. So I'm going to sit here and look over my notes. I have notes that I wrote down. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to prep because I already prepped ahead. And this is a prime example of the importance and the power of doing the things that need to get done when you have the full capacity to do that. So when I did this, I was like, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I sat down and I worked through this for like about a couple of hours or so. And I wrote it down. And now I'm so grateful that I did, because I already have it. I don't have to sit here and do the work. So that's one way you can kind of anticipate showing up for yourself when you don't really have the motivation. And it may look like I have the motivation to do things. And I slightly do have the motivation because I'm honoring the commitments that I made. But I honestly just would love to just lay down and do nothing, or like, nothing sounds great, right and good for me. But we're gonna do the things and we'll get to the point where I can lay down and do nothing. So I'm definitely probably gonna have a early end day. We'll have to see, because I just realized I have a call at 2. Oh my gosh. I just have to show up for that one. I don't have to prep for that one. So we're going to read our notes and prep and say a prayer and get on the call. All right. See you on the other side of it. going from here. It is obvious that in an intelligent universe, there cannot be any disharmony because all ideas must work together for the common good. This means that there can be no clashing or overlapping anywhere, and neither can there be any lack. An engine which has been intelligently designed does not have any unnecessary parts, and neither are any essential parts lacking. The machine is just right, complete and perfect, and so is the universe when we understand it. When I read this back, right, it makes me think about, it reminds me of how we are the machine. The body is the machine. We we the engine that has been intelligently designed. And with that, we don't have unnecessary parts. You think of how, like, oh, we'll just cut that out. Oh, we'll just remove that. Every part of you is not unnecessary. If we don't have an understanding on a human level, the quote unquote purpose of it, doesn't mean that it does not serve a purpose. It clearly serves a purpose beyond our human understanding because we have it. And also, neither are any essential parts lacking. That's why I always say there's nothing wrong with you and that you're broken. This idea that we're broken when we're whatever's going on, right? Nothing's wrong with you means that you have been intelligently designed. You don't have any unnecessary parts, and neither are any essential parts lacking. You're just right, complete, and perfect. I'm gonna prep 10 more minutes and then I have to hop on my call. I'm feeling a little bit more energized. I said a prayer asking for guidance and direction, and and I trust that I will show up as needed and everything will be okay. So let's kind of tune in to what's on the paper here.
Is so much
So
like
I finished
what
my
happens.
call.
It's just that the energy isn't flowing. If you get the energy flowing, the body has a propensity to heal itself.
And here's the other piece of the equation that really makes so much sense. As our identity starts to shift, meaning what we're thinking, what we're believing, what we're holding as possible, when that starts to shift, that affects the energy.
What just happened? What did I do?
It starts to shift, meaning what we're thinking, what we're believing, what we're holding as possible. When that starts to shift, that affects the energy. You could call it the placebo effect, but it is a belief system change of what is possible for you. And your brain is like a pharmacy. It's a pharmacopoeia. It can create all kinds of amazing chemicals. And the scripts, the prescriptions that the doctor, you being the self-healer, the scripts are your thought. Your beliefs start to change. The chemistry in the body and the brain shifts. And the body is a self-healing, self-regenerating.
We were just talking about beliefs on The Alchemist and the Oracle.
And that's what we're going to help unlock.
Okay.
I think that's all of the notes.
You going to stay here?
I am.
We have officially made it through or to the end of the day, and I feel good. I'm glad that I committed to doing the things that were on my calendar, even though I didn't feel like doing it. And I just wanted to kind of show what that can look like, and how there's moments and there's days where you just don't feel like doing anything. And it's all about how do you recognize that and how can you meet yourself where you are. So that's why I recorded today. I hope that this has provided some inspiration, some insights, something. And I want to say too that it's also okay to do things that are not say do things, but to pivot from your to-do list. So I had planned to record a podcast episode, and I will just do it tomorrow. I will make time and do it tomorrow. I'm tired right now. I'm energized, but I think I'm at my capacity of having to articulate, especially after recording an episode of The Alchemist and the Oracle. So I think I'm gonna go hang out, spend some time with my mom, probably send a mushy text message to my boyfriend, um, or maybe just like mess with him because I'm kind of feeling those type of vibes as well. So here we are. We made it to the end of a day that I was like really struggling to get through, and I made it, and I've accomplished a lot of things, and I feel good about the things that I accomplished. I did the things that were a priority, and I have reevaluated the things that initially were on the list of things to do, and I've made adjustments accordingly. So tomorrow is a new day, and we will pick up and meet myself where I am in that day. So I thanks for watching. I hope that you will subscribe to the channel and let me know what is something that inspired you to watch this, or what is something that you do or a system that you have in place that when you don't have the motivation, you still show up for yourself in some capacity. So I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks for watching. Bye.